We're glad to welcome you. My name is Margot and I'm from Taxi Master Company. Today we get in contact with our client from Bosnia called Jasmine, and I would like to get a feedback regarding some questions. Why has he decided to choose Taxi Master software? How was the implementation process and what results have been achieved? Good morning, Jasmine. Can you tell me please more about your taxi company? When was it established and what cities or towns you work in?
Our company is called Yellow Cab. We are established in early 1990s. We are located in Sarajevo, that's the capital city of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the picture. It's since 1990s. So, and how long have you been working with Taxi Master?
With Taxi Master, we've been working for the past maybe a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. And why exactly did you choose Taxi Master? And have you had any previous experience with any software? And if so, why have you decided to change it? And what results have been achieved since changing software?
Yes, before Taxi Master, we were exploring the market for taxi apps and software, and Taxi Master really offers much more than his competitors. And the support team is next level.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for your appreciation. And what about features of the Taxi Master? What features do you find the most useful in the work of your company?
Well, the most useful feature is the passenger apps, because the passengers now can order a taxi without, let's say, human interaction.
Mm-hmm.
That dispatchers with a lot more time to focus on some other things instead of just taking calls and dispatching vehicles. Now that happens automatically without their knowledge.
Wow, that's really great. I'm glad to hear that. How was the interaction with Taxi Master team during the implementation stage?
Well, the interaction with the Taxi Master implementation team was, I will just say, flawless. The guys in support and implementation team are very professional, very fast, and very understanding, which is really important. We didn't have any language barriers. If we met a language barrier, they would find someone else who would understand my problem, and so.
That's why I would like to ask you in more details about it. Have you used technical support service, and in what cases, and how did the communication happens? Because I know some people are they kind of afraid that you speak different languages and it might provoke some problems. So could you please tell me more about your experience about technical support? Yeah.
We use technical support multiple times, sometimes for the smaller things, easy tasks, sometimes for the bigger problems. I will just mention this as a, how should I say it, remark that when our server broke down completely, we had another instance of the server and the whole app up and running in the matter of maybe 2 hours. So the whole system stopped, and in a matter of maybe an hour and a half, the technical support made the another instance of the server up functional. So the customers were left without service for maybe just an hour. And I think that's the biggest problem that can occur for the server to fail.
Yeah,
And
of
they
course.
fixed it in a matter of maybe an hour and a half. That tells you on what level the support is.
Yeah, that's what was quite operative intervention. So I suppose it's really important for companies not to have such a great delay in in such situation when the problem happens, something happens.
Me
Okay.
personally, I was very surprised by the time it took them. When that happened, when we had that problem with the server, I was thinking maybe like we will not be able to provide the service for a couple of days, at least a week. When I saw that it was up and running in an hour and a half, I was very surprised.
Yeah, that's a huge difference, couple of days and a few hours, yeah. Is it convenient for dispatchers to operate with the program? So we already discussed the application without any human interventions. What about operator? Is it useful for dispatcher? Is it easy for them to work with it? And how was the work of the control center has been improved?
Yeah, for them it's also quite easier. Our dispatcher gives us feedback that their job and their daily tasks are now to about 30 to 40% faster and easier because they can use many different options in the taxi master service.
That's great. It seems that Taxi Master service is really user-friendly, right?
Yes, yes. I will give just one instance. Like before, when someone would pre-order a taxi, they would have to write it down somewhere, set an alarm so they don't forget. Many times they forget, so we have a problem. Now in the Taxi Master, when the pre-order happens, they just input it in the system, and the system itself finds the vehicle, dispatches the vehicle, notifies the dispatch that it's okay, notifies the driver 20 minutes before so he doesn't forget.
It's really pleasant to hear that. And what about drivers' application? What do drivers think of it, and how do they find it? Do they find it useful, easy to work?
Yeah, I'm smiling because at the start, all of the drivers were against it, but that's in human nature. Like they don't like change, they don't want change. They sometimes, we have a saying here, from the tree they don't see the forest. Like they focus on the tree and they don't see the forest behind. So at the beginning they were strictly against it. They have everything negative to say about it, but now when they used it for maybe half a year, 7 8 months, now they can't imagine work without it. Before, we used Motorola radios to communicate with the dispatcher, between the drivers, and that was everything to them. When we introduced them with the software, they were all against it. They all praised the radio system. They said that this is bad, the radio is better. But now, 7 8 months after using it, no one even mentions the radio, and they want the radio removed completely from the vehicle. All they want to do with the app.
It just got some time to get used to it, yeah, and learn to how to appreciate the new system, the new program. Okay, and the final question: what are your plans for the future, for your personally probably, and for your company?
Well, we plan to keep track with the modern times, to keep updating the software, to keep working on the software together with you guys. So whatever future brings to you, it brings to us, and vice versa.
Yeah. Thank you for providing us with the feedback. It was really useful. It was really good for us, and it will help us to improve our work. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I hope your work will be smoothly. Yeah, and have a great day.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
as well. Bye.